Hey there, planner friend. We are doing something a little bit different from the norm. If you've been around here for a while, we haven't done one of these top-down desk videos for a little while, but you know, I'm ready to switch things up in my planner. It's something I didn't think I'd be saying quite so soon. Since my last functional planner setup video that I did, I thought, yeah, I'm going to be like this for quite a few months. But I've just created something that is so deliciously gorgeous that it has inspired me to switch things up a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing what that is and what the new setup is going to be, then keep watching. So I'm currently in this yummy Filofax Malden. This is in the colour Ochre and it's an A5 planner, and I absolutely love this planner. I love the antiqued leather vibe. It's just very cozy and vintage feeling. It's very relaxed, and I've really enjoyed being in this planner, and I didn't think I would be switching out of it anytime soon until I created this gorgeous thing that I'm just really excited to share with you guys. So let's get to the whole switching up. Now, the planner that I'm going to be switching to, the planner cover is Moterm. I'm going back to a Moterm, and I really ummed and ahed over this because I have another Filofax that I considered. It's the, let me go grab it. So this was the other planner that I was considering. It's still a Filofax, and it was from their centenary collection last year in 2022. It's the architecture organizer with this gorgeous terrazzo cover that just makes my heart sing. These colours are my brand colours, coincidentally. So when I saw it, I had to have it, and I absolutely adored it. But you see, here's the thing. Once I saved up some money and I was able to get a leather planner cover, I just feel like I can't go back to a non-leather cover. Does that sound bougie? It does sound bougie, oh my goodness, and I'm so not bougie. I'm very down to earth. I like to be mindful with how I spend money. You know, I'm not kind of an excess person buying the latest thing every 5 minutes. But there is something about leather cover, and there is something about spending a bit more on something that makes you appreciate it more and want to take care of it more. So now that I'm in that space of, you know, I want a high quality leather planner. Yeah, tell me in the comments below, have you found a vegan leather or non-leather planner that still has that luxurious feel like you would on something similar to a Malden, or the planner that I am about to switch to now, which is a Moterm. It's one that you guys would have seen before if you've been around here for a while. It is, you may have just caught a sneak peek. It is the Luxe version 2 in this gorgeous dusty rose colour, which I just love. I'm not sure if they call it dusty rose or dusty pink now. But yeah, whatever the pink colour currently is, that's what this is. And it is the, as I said before, the Luxe 2. So it has the slightly different arrangement with the pen loops and the slightly different arrangement with the fly leaf, as well as the zipper protector here. The ring protectors I added, so this doesn't come with it, but yeah, I thought I'd add it to my planner and just bulk the thing out. Why not? So the reason why I'm moving to this, and oh my gosh, I might have to switch. I'm going to have to switch this over. Bear with me. We're going to switch this over. Otherwise, it's all blended in. Wait with me, planner friend. I am going to be switching to this, and what had inspired this, as I said before, I've created this yummy, delicious, I just can't even, it's so gorgeous item, which I'm so excited to share. So here it is. Oh my gosh, just makes me feel like spring has sprung. We've got the blossom, these pretty delicate colours, and yeah, you got to be a bit of a fan of pink. I know it is a lot of pink. Maybe I should have gone with my cream planner. Oh dear, oh no, we're doing this, we're sticking with this, we're going pink and pink. So this is the gorgeous Spring Florals dashboard. I've based it on an image of blossoms. It's actually part of the set of 4, so I will try and pop on the screen the other examples that are in the collection. And then on the reverse, there's a, should you choose to go with this option, there is a space where you can put a quote, and I've actually used a Bible verse. It's a psalm. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. And that's Psalm 32 verse 8 from the NIV translation. And yeah, I just love the colours, the stock that I've printed this on. So if you do pick the version where you can customize it with a quote, it does come printed for you, and it's printed on this gorgeous archival matte photographic paper, and it has this, it's like a soft texture to it, almost like a nubuck leather, I want to say, and it is a slightly thicker cardstock. It's not a floppy piece of paper. It won't completely bulk out your planner, but it is going to be a little bit more hard wearing than just bog standard paper. So that is what has inspired my move. So let's quickly switch everything around. Now I'm not actually sure I'm going to keep this in here. I'm just not convinced. I'm going to put this to one side for now. What I do know is that I'm going to want probably this and this, unless, I mean, look at how gorgeous that is. Oh yeah, love, love, love. Or I could go, let's just move that, could go with that one. Or you know what, I might just go with that for a bit. I'm going to go with that one for a bit. And then over the top, I've just got a piece of clear acetate just to protect my vellum, stop it getting rubbed up and grubby and horrible with anything that I've got in the pockets here or catching on the zip. So that's a top tip. If you're not using the fly leaf, or you've got a lot of stuff, just add in, I should have done this on the other side, add in the acetate on the top, just helps to protect it and makes it last a lot longer. So it's giving me the chills. I don't know if you can hear that, but we are currently experiencing very windy weather today in the UK. So if you can hear the wind blustering by, I do apologise. I've got my Hello 2022 calendar, and then I've still got my Hello 2022 calendar because there are some dates that I need to keep a record of, and it's just handy if I've got those two together. I'm also going to add in the quarterly insert, and in here I've just got, I can essentially see, it's not quite a year at a glance, but I can see a quarter, or 6 months really, 6 months at a glance, a quarter on each page, quarter of a year on each page. So that will go in after my calendar. The new addition to my planner is the LTP method. This is the inbox from that. And this is just how I log, tag and plan. That's what LTP stands for. So I log, tag and plan all of my tasks using these sheets. If I just show you this one with nothing in here, sorry, and one that's not filled out, a blank one. So we've just got a space to write a description for our to-do items. We can tag it as important, yes or no, urgent, yes or no. The battery represents how much energy do you think it will take, high, medium or low energy. Stopwatch is for how much time do you think is required, and then the calendar is if there is a completion date or a deadline for it, so you can add that in there. And it just helps me to organise what I've got to do a lot better if I'm sort of future planning or thinking about projects, goals, errands and whatnot. I can begin to log it in here. Now I do have a little bit more deco, which I'm just going to layer behind my, actually I might turn that way. Yeah, why not? Let's just put that way for now. Means it's upside down, but I'm probably not going to keep this in here if I'm honest. Next up is my daily schedule and action. So this is my daily goal planner. I've got a blank one in here. I'll show you the back of here. So the daily, it's just a way that I can schedule out all of my to-dos onto here, give them a time slot. That's how I like to work through my to-do list, by actually assigning things a slot of time in my day. It just helps me to be more realistic with what I can actually do in the time I have. I've also got a space where I can list out my priorities, a focus, any action steps towards, say, a focus item, a goal or a project, plus a little bit of space for notes. If I make calls and whatnot, I can just jot down anything I need to make a note of there. The next piece of my planning jigsaw puzzle is the weekly insert, and this is a week on 2 pages with a goal planner. Now, when I say a week on 2 pages, technically it is a week on 1. So if I show you a blank one, we've got the week on 1 with a little space for doing a bit of a schedule for some future planning. The other side is great for listing out tasks or errands that need to be done on that day. And then the box I find quite handy for like icon stickers, if I just want a quick visual reminder of special things that are going on in the day, or I can just write in big something that's important. Maybe one of my children has a play date and I might just write it big in that box, just because that's the most important thing going on that day. And on the other side, this is where the goal planning stuff is, so I can list out my top 3 priorities for the week, a goal that I'm working towards, some of the action steps that I might need to take towards the goal, and then I've got a line a day section, which I currently use this for meal planning, the suppers, but this could be your daily workouts, it could be daily gratitude, it could be, oh, I'm running out of ideas now, daily blog posts. I don't know if you write daily. I mean, the choice is yours, it's there. And then there's a big panel for notes in case I want to do like a mini list of food items that I need to buy for the menu or what have you. So yeah, that's the next thing in my planner. And then finally, the last piece of my functional planning puzzle are my monthly inserts. And this is a month on 4 pages. Sounds like a lot, but I shall show you. I'm just going to shut the rings for a moment. And I have cut slits. Did I say that? I've cut slits in my inserts, so I can easily remove these things. I don't need to clip them all in and out. So let's show you April, because that is blank. So each month is a separate thing, so I can take these out and move them wherever I want. If I want to change up how I run my planner, if I want to put my weeklies for April behind the month of April, I can do that. I quite like having that flexibility. Gorgeous typographic style, very minimalist style. Dashboard on the front for the section. I stuck that one on wonky. Oh, it's not even fully stuck down. I need a bit more glue on there. I made these little month tabs out of vellum and then used a little corner rounder. Little fun fact there. So it is a month on 4, in that you've got the cover page, an inside spread, and then a back page for notes, but technically the month is here on 1 page, and then you have a running list. So for me, visually, sometimes if I see a grid like this, I'm just like, my brain can't compute with lots of little things written in the boxes. But I do like to use, say, mini icon stickers if I've got a meeting or a call I need to make on a certain day, or a dentist appointment, or the cleaners come in, whatever it is, I can put little icons on there to make it visually very quick to see what's going on in the month. And then on this side, this is where I like to have a little bit more detail. And you'll see that on this insert, weekends are highlighted with a light grey colour. Again, for me, I'm a very visual person. I like things to be very quick to understand where you're at, and by highlighting the weekends, it just allows me to quickly see where a date falls within a week without having to look at the calendar or bring up some other thing to see the days for dates. There's also an area again where I can do any priorities and tick boxes and stuff, so it is a very functional insert. Now this is where I'm going to do things a little bit differently, because I'm actually going to reintroduce some dividers. So I'm going to put that behind all of this stuff, because this is where I feel like I need a little bit more organisation. So I'm going to pop these dividers in. These I got from a business called Sort Stuff Out. I got it off from her Etsy shop, so I will pop the link below. I quite like that these are nice and thin, so they won't take up too much space in my planner, which is always a good thing. Now, the reason I'm reintroducing these back into my system is because I just need to temporarily section things out to make life easier. So I'm going to have one section for my trackers. I've been trying out a couple of different things, but like this layout, but I think I prefer the daily tracker rather than the daily, weekly and monthly tracker, because I didn't really fully use this. So yeah, that is my trackers section. Next up, I've got family favourites. I've got this that I might use behind the section cover. And then the rest of this I can't really show, but it is essentially some brain dump sheets for notes, and then notes that I've made from my children's parents' consultations, parents' evening, where I need to just note down what the teachers have said to me. So I'm going to pop those in. Brain dump sheet. Yay. And then the next section is where I'm going to go. I've got some planning sheets. So I've got a plan and review sheet, although that's more of a weekly plan and review. I'm not sure if I'm going to pop that in. And I've got a list sheet. I won't pop that in. So I've got a project planner. I might put that in at the back. It's the 52-week plan, and if I show you one that's not filled out for the next quarter, if I show you this one. So what I'm using this for is mapping out my weekly newsletters, so I can just write what the week commencing to week ending is. I can put my overall theme for that week, some notes about what I want to write about, the scheduled date for the post, and then this just helps me to map out a quarter or 12 weeks worth of blog posts for my newsletter. So that is going next. So this is going to be kind of like a the work area of my planner. I've got my reinvention journal that can go in next. Maybe I should put something decorative. See, this is where I might have something decorative because I've got these sections again. And then I've got one last section spare. I might pop that in actually. So in the last section, this is where I transfer my someday maybe or deferred inbox items. So that can go in there. You may remember this from the front of my Malden. I'm not sure whether I'm going to use this because I've got all of these pockets in the Moterm, but I do want this, or mind you, I probably don't even need this slip pocket because you've got so many things. I'm going to pop this to one side because I'm not sure what I'm doing. I might include this though, this is always handy. I've got the rest of my monthly tabs and then page lifter at the very back. So that is that. Let's pop my Tombow in there and my gratitude journal in there. Okay, now this is where I do need this because I don't have anywhere to put my pen. I'm a 2-pen girl for my planner setup. I use a Sarasa clip. This is in the vintage brown. It's a 0.5 nib, and I like how quick and easy it is to use. I don't have to take a cover off. Sometimes if I'm dithering and thinking about things, I don't have to worry about the nib drying out. So yeah, I really love this. I had been using a different pen in the past, and the problem I found was that sometimes I'd sit there and dither and the nib would just start to dry out a little bit, where I wasn't writing anything, and that just kind of frustrated me. And then my Tombow for highlighting, especially on my daily schedule. This might be blurred out, it depends on what it actually says on here. I might be able to show you, yeah, I can show you the top bit, the rest will probably be blurred out. So I will just, as I go through my daily schedule, I'll just cross out the things that have achieved for the day, and that just helps me to quickly see what needs to be bumped over to the following day. And the Tombow I'm currently using is 942. And in case you have missed my top tip, just whack some sellotape or clear tape over your Tombow number to stop it from rubbing away. Unfortunately, when I had this brainwave, it was because this number had already started to wear away, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like when it runs out, I'm not going to know exactly what colour it is to replace it. Quick, let's somehow protect it, and a piece of sellotape, clear tape, was my solution. So I do recommend that if you have the same problem I did. So that is it, planner friend, whistle stop tour of my planner switch. And yeah, I'm probably going to zhuzh things around as I decide how I want this to work, but for now this is the new vibe. So old vibe, but I've got all of my little charms and things. So old vibe was the Malden. Should probably might put the ruler in, I don't know, doesn't, yeah, maybe it could go in there. Put the ruler in, move my cash over. Shall I leave this? Oh, I don't know. This is where I'm differing, and then a video that should be 10 minutes turns into 30. So we're not going to do that. We're going to leave it here and say, this is the new vibe for now. Bye for now, planner friend. I shall catch you in this next video if you are not sick of the sound of my voice yet. See you over there. Bye for now. Bye.